What's up, everybody? Good morning. Today is Thursday. I so don't not want to say this date because I am way behind on these recordings, and I apologize. I suck so bad with this. But today is Thursday, June 4th, 2015. I don't think I've been on here since April, maybe April. I don't know. That may be pushing it. Maybe it was March. But anyway, I'm back. I'm gonna try this out again. This is like what, round 3 or 4 of me trying to be consistent with these recordings. I'm gonna try. I can't guarantee it. It's just life. Stuff happens. I'm very lazy when it comes to this. In terms of like taking these recordings off of the camera, downloading them onto the computer and a disk, and then uploading. It's a long process to get all this stuff done. So, but that's no excuse. I've just been lazy, and there's nothing else I can say besides that. I'm just gonna try it again. So I failed at this several times, but I'm gonna try to get it right this time. So anyway, it's Thursday, June 4th, 2015. Welcome, good morning. Inspire Me in session, back in effect, and we're gonna talk about a couple of things that have gone on with me in regards to this goal setting journey that we're on, and trying to see how far we can get, where we can go when we set goals, and that's where we at. So let me back out safely, and we're gonna get started. The weather right now is kind of different, which is cool. It's extremely cool out. The temperature right now is 59 degrees, and it's 9:38 in the morning. So it's been a really cool week for us in terms of the weather. Rainy, just kind of gloomy, but it's cool. It's okay. It gives us time to kind of chill out because it was hot the week before this. So anyway, moving on. I got to keep these short because it's easier for me to download short sessions as opposed to longer sessions. So I wanted to tell you guys that, after all those other previous recordings that I've had, and I've been talking about the book, this, I'm going to finish the book, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that for the book. I got great news. I got some exciting ass news. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the book. This is it. I have done it. This is my proof. The book is done. The book has been done. I had a deadline for March for the book. Here's the back of it. Just in case you want to see. It's real words on these pages. I'm driving, so I can't really show you. It's real words on here. So the book is real. The book is done. I was not bluffing when I said that I was writing a book. I mean, I know I spoke about it often, and I never really had anything to show for it, but now I do. I got stuff to show for it. And I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that, because I honestly did not know that I didn't think that I was going to be able to finish the book. It was just so hard trying to complete it, that it was kind of getting the best of me. But I got to give this whole Inspire Me, this Inspire Me session its props, because it made me do it. Like, me coming on here and talking out what I wanted to do or what I was going to do, it made me prove that I was going to do it. It made me do it. It encouraged me and pushed me to do it, because I had to stand on my word. I don't like going back on my word about something. I like to be the type of person that where if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Now, the time frame of which I get things done is where I need some work, because I have a problem with procrastination. Very big problem with procrastination. So that's an area that I know I need to work on. But at any rate, I did it. The book is done. The book is up on Amazon.com. You just have to Google the title, Her Mistress, or the author, Shantae Jarvis. It'll come up. I've actually sold quite a few copies. Not a lot. When I say quite a few, I mean like maybe 50 total at this point. But that's okay. I saw a quote on Instagram that said Coca-Cola only sold however many, it was a low number, maybe like 10 sodas in its first year, or whatever. The point of the quote was that, look at Coca-Cola now. I mean, everybody is buying Coke, and they've come up. So it took them a long time to kind of get where they are now, but they're there, and that's what's important. So I'm not expecting, well, I kind of was expecting to have a bestseller off the shelf, like once it was first released. I don't know how that was going to happen. I guess I was just thinking not realistically. But it doesn't, I don't have to sell 1 million copies right now. If maybe the book has been out, maybe within 10 years or so, I would have sold 1 million copies. That is my goal. I want this book to be a bestseller. I want it to sell a lot because I put my heart in it. I feel like I worked my ass off of this book. And I feel like it's a good book. It's good quality. It has a good storyline. It's entertaining. It's inspiring. You know, it like has all that's funny. It's sad. It has all the different components that I feel like somebody can relate to. And that's why I think it's a good book. So if you want to support me, go out and get it. Again, it's at Amazon.com. It's also a downloadable version of it, which is, I mean, it's not as good as the print copy, but it's at payhip.com/Shantae Jarvis. And so that's that. So the whole point of me coming on here today was to be excited about being able to show you a tangible piece of a goal that has been accomplished. And that's me. I like to see what has been done. You know, we could talk a lot of shit and say we're going to do this and we're going to do that, but until it's done, that's when you really get people to pay attention to you. And that's what I want for me. I've just been like sitting back thinking, like ever since this book has been done back in March, I just started like feeling like I had a void or like an emptiness in terms of my creative abilities. And like, okay, now that the book is done, what am I going to do next? Because I talked about finishing the book for so long, you know? So now it's like, what's next? I need to find something else to do to keep myself occupied, keep myself busy, because I love like that high positive energy of always doing something creative or doing something different and new and fun. So I'm like, what's next? And I know now what is next. I just got to follow through on this piece. And what's next is I want to continue these Inspire Me sessions so that I can help other people to achieve whatever goals they have that they want to achieve. And in doing that, it's going to continue to help inspire me and motivate me to go further in whatever direction that is that I decide to go, because I don't know what it is yet. So, you know, again, I want this session to be twofold. I want it to help the person that is listening to it, but I also want it to help me to grow. Another thing with these sessions, and I've said it in the past, is that it helps me to become more comfortable with talking in public. I have to do a lot of public, well, not a lot, but I have to do some public speaking at work with my job, and I'm so uncomfortable with speaking to large groups of people. I get petrified. Like I just completely forget what I want to say, and my nerves just get the best of me, and I don't like that. I want to conquer that. I want to be able to feel comfortable standing in front of a group of people, you know, and get my point across, because I really feel like the stuff that I have to say is valid, but I got to get past the nerve part of it to be able to deliver my message. And so, you know, this recording helps me to do that as well. So, that's where we're at. So what's next for me now that this book is done? One, I have got to really get on my grind and start marketing this book the way that it needs to be marketed. The book is only as good as it is when people are reading it, but if I don't get it out there and make it known that it exists, nobody is going to know that they need to copy it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on a marketing plan and find out ways that I can kind of get this book out there. I've been hitting up like Twitter. I'm sorry, I got eczema and my skin is kind of itchy right now. Anyway, but I've been hitting up Twitter and like the social media pages, but I have to do more. I have to do more than just that. So one is going to be marketing. Number two is the Inspire Me sessions. I got to figure out, I don't want it to be all strict and, you know, like this, rigid or whatever. I want it to be kind of flowy, but I have to come up with like a schedule and maybe some topics of discussion in terms of what I want to come on and say for the Inspire Me sessions. So instead of always freestyling like I'm doing right now. So that's where we're at. It's June. I like June because June is like that halfway point in the year. So and maybe I could talk about this on the next session. So from January to May, it's like your first 6 months of trying to kind of getting, you know, your goals going and you know, doing what you're supposed to be doing. By the time June comes, it's like that check-in. Like, okay, what goals did I set for myself? Where am I? and how much do I need to turn up my volume to get my stuff done. And so that's where I'm at in June, and that's kind of why I'm coming back on here, because I know now it's like, okay, I know I haven't done A, B, and C. I need to get back on my grind to start the Inspire Me sessions, because that's going to help motivate me to get back on my grind. And so that's where we're at with this. So I'll come back on, maybe talk about that, the whole June thing, and rechecking midway through next week, because it's still kind of early on. Again, today's only June 4th, so we're still kind of early on in June, so that we'll have time to figure out what we want to accomplish before 2015 is out. God willing that we're still here. So that's it for today. Again, the book, people, the book is right here. I did that shit. It's done. Okay? It's done. I don't get excited about a lot, but I'm excited that this shit is done. Shout out to everybody. Anybody who knew that I could do it, shout out to you. Shout out to Create Space. That's what I went through to get this done. Shout out to Amazon. Shout out to PayHip. And shout out to everybody who has bought the book so far. I really appreciate it. Can I tell you what it means to me? The book is, I think it's $12.95 plus shipping. So people are paying about $15 for this book, and that's $15 that they could have done something else with, but instead they decided to get my book. So I love you for that. I thank you for that. I hope you enjoy it. I love and I encourage any feedback, good or bad. Only the good one I really want to hear, but if you got some bad stuff, that's fine. Share it with me too. Bad stuff helps us grow. So everybody have a blessed day. Be kind to somebody, be nice to somebody. You never know what somebody is going through. Don't be so quick to judge them without knowing their situation, and let's just love each other. All right, be good. Have a great day. I'm out.